Hey everyone, ZJ Scott 1 here, doing my first playthrough of a final level in Super Mario Galaxy. Now, if many of you heard, this is like the first 3D platformer on the Wii, and probably the most iconic, alongside Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Super Mario 64. But if you have to ask me, my personal favorite is probably has to be Super Mario Sunshine. So let's talk to Rosalina here and go to the final level. Are you prepared to travel to the center of the universe? Yes, I am. There we go. Yes, I am ready. Alright then, off we go. Yeah, as you may notice, it's not wobbly because now I have a tripod I could use my camera on. And, yep, now we're ready to blast off to the center of the universe to take on Bowser and rescue Princess Peach. So there's his army ships and UFOs trying to take him down. They're trying to take down the Cosmic Observatory. There's a warp field inside the castle. Go, they are inside. Hurry! And now, it's time for Mario to head into Princess Peach's castle to rescue Peach, since Bowser turned Peach's castle into his headquarters again. And now, the final level begins. Bowser's Galaxy Reactor, the fate of the universe. There we go. Hand's a little slippery at first. So as you could tell, there's no way up. At first you don't know what to do, and then, oh, you gotta use those lights to help you get up there. And as you can see back in the background, there's a core reactor that kind of looks like the sun, but there are holes in it. It's because that's Bowser's Galaxy Reactor, or his center of the universe, basically made of fire. I've heard theories about this is actually how this game is basically predicting or showing how the universe was created, like the Big Bang Theory and all of that. But I don't believe in the Big Bang Theory. I believe more in the creation of it, because I'm more of a Christian because of what happened. Because I know that God actually created the earth, man, women, and everything. And some of these enemies could be pretty tricky, but not the dry bones. They're kind of easy, but sometimes it's a little embarrassing when I get hit by them. When I was little, this used to be the farthest I could go. It was pretty tricky avoiding those fireballs like that. And the best way to recover from that is basically just from the burnt part at the end, you could either just jump up, or jump up or do a spin dash. Now this part's pretty easy too nowadays. What you basically have to do is get to the end of the plan before all the ice blocks disappear, or else you'll burn yourself to a frozen statue. And speaking of that, I don't care what many people would say after this video, I do not like Frozen. Frozen is extremely boring. It's not the songs are awful, and it's just another problem with it is that it's freaking everywhere. I mean, you can't go to a single store without seeing a Frozen item anywhere. Well, now it's on to the second to final part before reaching Bowser. You have to pass this part, then a circular thing of lava, and then you'll be able to get to Bowser. And when I get to Bowser, I'll show you a cool little Easter egg that I've discovered when I fought Bowser for the first time. And as you can see, the blocks are disappearing. So now here's the final part. Yes, a cylinder of nothing but lava. And as you can see, there are thwomps and bullet bills everywhere. You cannot let the thwomps kill you, because if they get you, you're done for. And here's the bullet bills. These are more unique than the other bullet bills, because unlike the other bullet bills, these ones actually lock on. And there's the Bonsai Bill. This is the only appearance of the Bonsai Bill in the game. And whenever I think of a Bonsai Bill, I think of that Super Mario World cartoon, Mama Luigi, at one point, where Mario gets chased by a Bonsai Bill called a Magnum Bill in the show. And I remember seeing a video of a constant loop of him getting chased by it. And it's not that I don't remember. I still remember the constant memes of Mama Luigi. Heck, the YouTuber Super Mario Logan made a character that's actually named Mama Luigi. And most people think of him as the funniest character. For me, it's actually hard to decide what's the best character in all of Super Mario Logan. There's Black Yoshi, what else? There's Woody, Tony the Tiger, and many others. But my least favorite character isn't actually Junior. I don't really like Jeffy at all, but still. So here we are at the final part against Bowser. Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, 'cause she's with me. See, there he goes, heading up to Bowser, his old pop. Now I have to reach the top. It may seem easy at first until this happens. He starts shooting meteorites at me, which will take out the platforms in a second. Trust me when I say you need these, the mushroom. And when you ground pound towards there, it'll actually cause the screen to shake. Finally, you got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep! From this galaxy, I rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I will rule every pitiful corner of this universe. So Mario, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping you is at the top of my list. So this is where the final battle begins. First, in this phase, Bowser will start stomping electric waves, and then he'll roll up into a thing of boulders, and you have to spin into him to knock him out. And when he gets close to you, you have to spin him again. It's the same thing with the second phase, but when he's knocked out, you have to, or second part of this first phase, it's pretty much the same thing, except that you have to spin him twice to knock him out. Sometimes this part can actually be pretty tricky as well, mainly because it's because it's actually hard nailing Bowser in the head, but I nailed him. Then you have to spin into him again, and then the second part of the battle begins. This time, you basically have to knock him out with these rubber-like trees, and then do the same thing you did for the first phase of the battle. But the other thing is that he shoots fireballs now and can roll up into a spiked ball, and he doesn't roll up into a ball of rock because he basically learns from his mistake. These rubber trees, you also gotta avoid them because if you get hit by them, you lose some star bits. Star bits are basically used to feed different Lumas in hidden parts of levels or at the Comet Observatory throughout the game. If you collect all 120 stars, you can get Luigi and all that. But either way, this final boss fight's always enjoyable. When he's spinning even faster, sometimes it's even harder to nail him. There, I finally got him. Now it's time for the final phase. This phase is very similar to the other Bowser boss fights you fought later within the game, where you basically have to get him to ground pound on these glass things and get his tail on fire. The best way to capture him is basically like let him run in a certain direction and you run in the opposite direction, because that'll cause him to slow down and you'll be able to catch up with him. Because the slowdown will make it easier for him to nail you, or for you to nail him. Yeah, this part gets pretty tricky because he starts spamming electric waves like crazy, and the fireballs are all over. And one more spin, and then that's it. There we go. The final boss has been defeated, and he falls into his own grave, yet again. And now, the final Grand Star is mine. Let's grab it and get out of here. Yeah, you know the most thing with video games, the only annoying thing is the long credits at the end. Most of the time, you can't even skip them. But sometimes they're always short and sweet, like in the Super Mario 3D Land and its sequel, Super Mario 3D World, and other ones. So here's the ending. And now, since all the Grand Stars have been collected, Bowser's Grand Reactor, or Galaxy Core, is being taken down. And causes a slight chain reaction. No! My galaxy! My empire! This can't be happening! And since his core reactor has been taken out, the entire galaxies are resetting. Or cause the chain reaction, because the Lumas are now able to become stars yet again. And things are starting to go crazy. Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that star of dust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So you'll see. This is actually the first game that introduced Rosalina, and ever since this game, she's appeared in many other games like spin-offs, and has even become a playable character in the Mario Party series and Mario Kart as well, starting with Mario Kart Wii. She was also like a secret character in 3D World as well, but you basically had to complete 2 secret levels. So when the game ends, it makes you wonder if it's actually been a dream all along, or because Mario lays there and wakes up and everyone else is there like it's entirely a dream. And every character you met throughout the game are there for the Star Festival, celebrated every 100 years. Even characters like Dino Piranha, who was killed within the first few minutes of the game after you beat him. They all wonder what's going on as well, because they probably think it was a dream as well. Yes, all new life carries the essence of stars, even all of you.
Welcome, new galaxy!
And those are all the galaxies you went through the game. And that is it. The final level of Super Mario Galaxy.